Husa. Hey, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing wonderful. I am. Hold on, let me adjust myself because, baby, I feel awkward. Okay, my seat feels weird. It's making too much noise. Probably always made noise, but I'm a little more sensitive because I know what's going on. I had to take a breather from YouTube, and I want to go hardcore on my own personal materials, y'all, but I have not tried to discover my niche yet. But I just want to let y'all know Elizabeth Moselle probably will still be popping, but I probably will be starting a new. Um, if I do anything with vlogging with my life, I think I'll stick with Elizabeth Moselle. Um, but yeah, that's about it. I hope y'all doing wonderful. But I just wanted to give you a little life follow up of what's going on. Y'all, I'm about to get rid of my babies for a month. Yay! Can we say hooray? I am super excited about that. I am about to get rid of those kids. Hey, Toy. I am. I'm about to get rid of them. I'm so excited. Like, yes, yes, yes. But I think I'm gonna miss them more than I ever will miss them because, y'all, I didn't realize that my daughter was growing up. Like, I know she's growing up. I see her every day, but y'all, I want to tell y'all, I got kind of sad. Like, gosh, she's 15 this year, and I'm kind of like sad because even my baby, my infant is growing up and he's not talking. And I think I tell y'all about his therapy journey, probably every Tuesday and Thursday. And he's just like, deuces, mom. I got siblings to be with. Like, who got time for you? So the other day we was watching a movie and I want to say, what movie was we watching? I don't remember what movie it was. It was a scary movie. And oh yeah, hashtag. Me and him was watching hashtag alive. And that's on Netflix, y'all. So it's about the zombies. And he finally became a son to me. So was watching it and he's like anything that got actions to it, he's got his head is like straight on. If it was like a comedy or a drama, he'd be like, bump this. This is too girly. So um I was watching hashtag and then the scary scene of somebody just popping out and trying to attack somebody. I started screaming and he had a kick out of that. So he's just like woman. He's like, woman, and he can't talk. He's like looking at me like, why are you screaming, woman? Like, come on. But he finally got on top of he got on the side of me and he let me cuddle up with him. And I was like, I'm like really sad. Like mentally, I'm sad. Like he decided to cuddle with me. So and my daughter had to make her hug me. Like, where did this go? So now I'm like, I get a break, and it's not from children. That's the totally different. I just get a break from, just doing. My mom said you can rest. Um, you don't have to worry about the kids, and we got them, and I know they're always going to be in good hands with their grandparents, so it doesn't matter. But it's just like I miss out on so much, maybe because I work so hard. So my goal is to try to eliminate what's important in my life. And I think this year I'm gonna do that. So and this year and next year, because it's not like instantly I can do that. No, it's probably got some years I need to strip off some certain things I can take off of my life and what's important and what's not. And that's really talk, like real talk. But I've been talking about myself for about 4 minutes now. So let's jump into my thumbnail. Cause y'all know what this is. This is a fun time. Not a long time. See, you kind of miss it, Toy. I understand it. I miss it so much. Like my daughter, I like, I'm just asking my kids and y'all know about my middle child, English. He's more like he's ready for the world. And my daughter is like, I'm not ready for her, and definitely not my infant. I'm like, my toddler, he's not an infant no more, he's two. My toddler, I'm not ready for them to go. But my son, I'm like, oh, you can go. I know you'll be in good hands because he has this discernment, and I'm so blessed to have him to have that certain discernment, because he sits there and double think everything he does. So and that can be a very good thing for him. Definitely, he's out in this world. So only thing I can do right now is raise. That's all. I was watching somebody, and this reminds me of what I hear Peach say all the time. I'm going to be a better mother than my mother, and I'm going to be a better parent than my parents says every day. I'm going to do things that my parents didn't do for me. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, if you do that, your parents lived in a different time, era, a time, space, a different, they didn't have as much electricity. They didn't have a lot of outside opinions, and they didn't have this person telling you this and that person. When back in the day, when I grew up, my mother still said yes ma'am to my aunts that was elder. um she never said but this generation, it's like the babies are saying what. Like, I go to the kids school, and all I hear is what. And I'm like, whoa, that was like a crime when I was in school. It doesn't matter if I was in high school or elementary. What was a crime to say out of a kid's mouth? That was not in our vocabulary back in the day. We could, what? They even hear us saying what to a child. They would come and correct us. But now it's a different thing. It is a totally different. So, of course, we cannot be a better parent than our parents, because they did their thing back in the time that they had. They didn't have to worry about so much outside stuff. But nowadays, I do see parents not parenting their children, and it saddens me because I can't be that great parent that my parents used to be, that I despised when I was a kid. I couldn't be that parent that sat down at the table and I have a meal with them. And I despise that, y'all. And I'm just being as honest as possible. I despise sitting at the table with my parents, and my friends would be on the phone eating their dinner in their bedroom. I wanted that. But now, as I got older, I wish I spent more time listening to conversations with my parents, even though I can still do it now. Um, I despise having my parents tell me get off the phone at 8 o'clock, because I dare you to call me at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock on some BS. Okay. And I'm being honest with you. Why are you calling me? Now I appreciate my parents for telling me, hey, time to get off the phone. It's 9 o'clock. I appreciate my parents. Now I do. Because now I'm like, why are you calling me at 9 o'clock? Boy, this is bedtime. I'm 30 something years old. I don't have time to talk on the phone with you. But we live and we learn. So, y'all, I have to talk about this because this junk is so funny to me. So I'm late. I am literally like 20 days late when this story came out. Maybe a little bit later than that. But this rapper Cal is singing a song that she said she never heard Ludacris version. area code. She said, I never heard of it. And y'all, all I could think about when I was reading the story that she said she never heard of it is when Vanilla Ice was trying to justify using David Bowie and Freddie Mercury beat to Pressure. And he was like, no, I didn't steal their beat. Their beat is ding 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 ding, and mine is ding 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 ding. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when I thought of that, when I seen her and when I read it, all I could think of was a Vanilla Ice trying to justify that he did not steal that. And I was like, it didn't work. But y'all, when I tell y'all, I'm like, I'm sitting here trying to picture if like Ludacris ever decided like, or even Nate Dogg family decided to be like, yo, I'm gonna get royalties for that. And then I'm gonna see if she's gonna sit there and try to justify it. Like, yo, no, their song is different than mine. Mine is softer. Like I got I got holes in different area codes. And then theirs is I got holes in different area codes. I'm just trying to figure out how she's going to sit there and try to justify that in court, y'all. Y'all, when I tell you that was funny to me, that is funny to me. So now I'm going to go to the meat and potatoes. The meat and potatoes of my thumbnail. Y'all, everybody, and I feel like a lot of reactors are ragging on like Nika and on my Jazzy Life and Olivia. Y'all, I'm exhausted for Olivia. Okay, I'm just dead exhausted. I understand her sadness. I understand her outrage. I understand it. Losing your kids and you got to watch this lady raise your kids. I understand if you wasn't doing right, you wasn't doing right. If you're doing right now, just do right. But she's very exhausting. Okay. My Jazzy Life is super exhausting. Um, and it's nothing you can say about it. Jazzy is very exhausting. It's like going in circles. Nika is unnecessarily exhausting. It's like, why do I put this on my map to look at? And I love all the reactors. I really do. The Erics, Lala, anybody that takes time to like watch these videos. I really do. But y'all, I have to give y'all thumbs up and walk away because sometimes this can be very exhausting. I see a lot of people that watch my channel and watch their channel, and I do shout y'all out when I do see y'all. But I gotta understand that sometimes it can be very exhausting and you go back and forth a lot. But this character, Diamond, is somebody that I sit back and I have to analyze a little bit more than my Jazzy Life. Jazzy is just what she is, okay? Nika is who she is. But this one, I feel like she is not acting, no shape of, and this is just who she is. But she wants to come on here recently, yesterday actually, and talk about dating devices and her and Babe. And one thing she said that stood out to me that made me realize how childlike she still is when she was trying to describe how life was when she was staying with his mom. And I'm assuming that she was somewhat still a teenager, aka very young adult. And nobody never told you this. And I wanted to tell you this personally, Diamond. You was never an adult or grown woman living in another woman's house. I don't care who you are. If you stay with your grandmother, I do not care if your grandmama is on the lease and she's been on the lease for 5,000 years. I'm gonna say this. You're not a grown woman. You better still say yes, ma'am, to that lady. Okay? Doesn't matter. If your aunt said, hey baby, you can stay with me. You grown, but you still a child. And that's just how it goes. I'm sorry. You can look at it any other way, but you're still a child. And I don't know if anybody is guiding you, because it seemed like you was trying to talk about your mom, and your mom did not take the children for you to have a day off. And baby girl, you have a that's you. A lot of people don't understand this, and they don't want to understand this. And I said this about Peach as well. When you have a man in the house, you have zero help, because people feel like you figured it out. You got a man in the house, I figured it out. You figure out times that you can have to yourself. You find out times that you can give him time to himself. Y'all figure that shit out, okay? That's easy peasy, banana crazy. I don't understand why you sit here and try to force your parents to take care of your kids. Now, I'm a single mother. That means I don't have a man living in my house. Not saying that I don't have a companion. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying I don't have a man living in the house. So I will assume that if I have a man, most likely, y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. My mother might just always keep my kids, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Um, but most likely my stepdad won't be coming over and doing grandpa duties as much. Um, I doubt very serious my dad be like, "Hey, come over for the you need this." I doubt very seriously my parents would do that when I have a spouse, or no, well, it'd be a spouse because I'm not living with nobody unless I'm married. So I'm not, just real talk. There's no boyfriend. We don't play house around here. But but yeah. And the reason why you probably don't see that much help is because you have a man there. And it seems like if you, and I'm just being honest, this is what I see. Okay. Why the hell are you um fixing food and on your chair? Oh, it's because your house is dirty. You need content, Diamond. Is your house dirty that you need content? Because normally mothers, when we gotta feed our kids, we don't ask them to go get plates and hey, bring us a plate. Bring us a plate, not a bowl. You're not eating cereal, and you sitting on live, and your kids need to be fed. See, this is the stuff that you said, I wish I never talked about Jasmine about. I wish I never talked about Jasmine about. Because Jasmine did that same kinetic, not, that's not a word, I'm sorry. That same mess that you're doing. And now you want us to all think that shit is okay, and it's not. That is trifling. Why are you sitting on live and your food's on where people's ass is sitting at? And that y'all, this is just something I'm noticing. People ass is sitting on there. Your kids stay sick constantly. So whatever the reason is, I don't care if it's still in the plastic bag, I don't care if it's in a styrofoam. Your kids need a table or kitchen or counter to make plates. But you probably can't do that because you need content to show you how depressed you are. See how depressed I am? Y'all, this is a depression home. And I got 3 kids and I'm depressed. And clean with me. Because I bet you probably see some old chicken bones on the floor when she doing another clean with me. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but there's a thing called pre-cleaning. I remember I had I treated myself and I got a maid. She was only 74. No, she was $54. $55. I'm sorry. 55, 54. She was $54. And it was a trial error. And I said, I gotta take it. She cleaned all the rooms, y'all. But I did not want her to see or think I was nasty. So what did I do? I pre-clean. If I'm gonna do a clean with me, I'm gonna do a pre-clean. Because y'all ain't gonna see how nasty I really am. But that's just what it is, y'all. I'm just being honest. It's not like nasty, like food all over the floor. You pre-clean so people don't judge you. But it told me everything I needed to know. And you trying to give us dating advice, and you have to call this man up to see if he is willing to pay for your dinner for him and his kids? Who does that? Well, I order it. You sound so goofy. Anybody taking dating advice from you is a retard. We're gonna start calling things what it is. That is no goal there. Babe, babe, pray for the food. That's no goal. That's something he's supposed to do. Stop making, and I wish these people stop making these relationships as goals. Your man buying you dinner for his family. That's not a goal. That's something he's supposed to do. But you had to ask him why, just to so yeah, he can have enough money for his alcohol. Every scene y'all have, this man have some type of alcohol, beer, liquor, wine. You don't think y'all need to go to an AA meeting together? You don't think that's something I would call my mama for? Mom, can you watch the kids over here for about 2 hours? Don't clean up nothing. That's not your job. Just make sure my kids don't kill each other or choke on a bone, whatever. But just watch them. So me and this man of mine, the man I love, we can go to an AA meeting together. But you worried about his alcohol, then having then food. Toy, you know what makes me more depressed is after having a baby. All right. After I had all my baby, well, I love them to pieces, y'all. But I was depressed after I had babies. Okay. After I had the babies and probably the week before my last baby, I was so down. I don't know what happened. What happened to this bubbly person I just did not like. And can we say this? I just didn't like life at the moment. I wanted to be under the covers, and I wanted nothing but the metallic taste out of my mouth. I wanted I wanted the crampings to go away. I just want to lay under the blanket and listen to Forensic Files. That's the pressure there, y'all. I don't know if the Forensic Files. If y'all ever like y'all if y'all ever can't sleep, just pop on Forensic Files. That's like on every network. That's free. Tubi, Pluto. That's y'all just listen to that man. You'll be asleep in no time. But yeah, that's all I wanted to do when I was pregnant with my last baby. And I remember I picked up and started doing a routine. And that's something I just never understood with her clean with me. It's like, baby, you clean up good one time. That's good. Good job. But when you still living in filth. And I just want to know this, Diamond. Why is your man sleeping on the floor? Why is he sleeping on the floor? Y'all, I'm trying to understand. And I'm gonna get to your man in a minute because I didn't like how he tried to do a Chris on the viewers. I did peep that. I do love how y'all be watching Chris and Jazz. Now, y'all think Jazz is a copycat, or she's writing notes about Jazz right now. And her husband is saying word to word what Chris said, or he might say. It's amazing. See, one of the people asked her in her live, what made your past struggle not different than your today's struggle? And she said, oh, this is a negative Nancy. And he said, no, answer the people. Because she act like she never had a come up. She never had to go downgrade to have a come up. Baby, you have 4 kids. You yelling come up? And call it what it is, y'all. I know we have hard times. Please do not think I don't understand. But you got 4 kids and you still trying to yell out that speech. Nigga, please. And I'm going to say it just like that. Nigga, please. You are too old and you act like you don't see what we see. I see a grown ass man needing 3 or 4 bottles of beer in one sitting to play his video games and wants to preach about a come up. Get out of my face. And you sitting here, yes, daddy. Yeah, that's right, babe. That's right. We have to have a downgrade before we got to come up. Girl, if you don't get out of my face, I used to like Diamond. Yeah, I cheerleaded for Diamond. I did. And when she said she wasn't going to do much reactions, I was like, okay, that's your prerogative. But when I started seeing Dane outline the blueprint of these other mommies that she tried to transfer, I have to say something. You didn't, you like the views that these mommies got on their troubles. You liked it. Let me be trifling. I say that to Blah all the time. I said, Blah, let me get on here and rent some kids. I won't do my own personal kids, y'all. I won't do them. But I know some neighborhood kids that don't mind the shits. The shits. Okay. There's a couple kids that don't mind shits. Yeah, you gonna take me to McDonald's? Yeah, I'll take you to McDonald's, but we gotta go under this breezeway and pretend like we live here, okay? And I wouldn't mind doing that just to get reactions on what y'all get reacted on. I wouldn't mind it, but there's a time that I would not put my kids at any type of scrutiny from the public. Now, people might think that when I did that skit with my son in the car seat, that was scrutiny and that was messing up his childhood. But baby, no, he was so proud of that darn skit. He still talks about it today. I'm like, boy, stop. He's like, Mama, can we? Well, you don't want me to do skits on nobody's children yet, but can we do a live? Can we do a live? I'm thinking about doing a live with him, y'all. We're gonna play a little game, but and he gonna tell me his gossip. This boy got some good gossip, by the way. But I'm trying to understand, how do you want to sit here? Your man, y'all living in filth. And I understand houses get messed up because mine is like chaotic sometimes. Definitely, if I haven't really looked at my house, like for example, let's just say this: I get home at 9 o'clock. Everybody eats. The toddler ate at his Mimi's. My kids ate their leftovers. Or they finish themselves meals that doesn't consist of ramen noodles or microwave food. That can be consist of a salad. Because we always have shrimp and we always have like a chicken breast. I have a George Foreman. They have an air fryer, and my daughter can use the oven. Um, and a salad. Whatever leftover size we have, they can mingle it. Everybody eats. Long as I tell my kids this, I don't want to see dry, dirty dishes in the sink. You better put them. You better put some dishwater and some bleach and put those dishes in there, and I figure it out in the morning. I do tell my kids that. Don't be like, "Oh, girl, you stay with that." Yeah. But I cannot stand it if it's dry, dirty dishes. Like they got like a bowl of milk and it's sitting in the sink. Boy, I will punch you in your sleep. No. And I Y'all being dead serious. I get aggravated about that. Peanut butter still stuck on a knife. I am going to scream, okay? I said, no peanut butter on this spoon. I will turn into a Joan Crawford if I see that, okay? I ain't even gonna lie to you. I will turn into a Joan Crawford. You leave peanut butter on a spoon if you want in my house, okay? Ooh, I don't know. That's just giving me some flashbacks. My brother used to do it as a kid all the time. I'm like, way too go outside. But no, seriously. Um, so yeah, I understand a live-in house. I have to go into the living room and sometimes the pillows be all disarray on the floor. And now that school's out, y'all, I'm so excited about that. When our school's out, I can throw away everything, all the papers because they won't need it, or all everything that they don't need, I can throw it away, y'all. And I'm so excited. Um, so basically, y'all living in filth on a daily basis. I'm sorry. You clean up that bedroom one time. That bedroom should not be, you should not be doing another clean with me with stamp depressed, a mother of four. And y'all still got the same shit in the same spot as in their last video. Like your man don't know how to, I don't know. Y'all don't want to know why y'all got all that damn toilet paper on the floor. I don't want to know. That's none of my business. But he don't know what a trash is. I'm sorry. Your kids don't know what a trash is. That they gotta leave the food on the table. Diamond, you might not take my advice, but this is something helpful for me. You want to give the world dating advice? I'm gonna give you some like mother advice. Clean one room a night before you go to bed. That could be a bathroom. That could be your linen where you wash your clothes at. That could be the kids' room. That could be the living room. That could be something. But you start with one room a night, you'll be more peaceful. That when you have to do something in the morning, you can be, oh, you can see your reward. That is the goal, is seeing a reward. You make up your bed at night and every morning, you can come back and that's your reward. You don't have to fake it. You clean up the kitchen. If the kitchen is something that you need to clean up to make sure you stay on point and organized, you do that. Trust me, I'm living that every day. That's a hard task for me. It is very hard. But if I know that is my reward to come in my kitchen in the morning and take my little vitamin shot and in a clean kitchen, that's what I'm going to do. Don't give people dating advices if you're living like that on a daily basis. Don't give nobody dating advices when you don't see any growth in your man. I can see right now your man is still living in his 20s. He still thinks the way that y'all thought when y'all was laying up in your his mama's house with no air conditioning. He still thinks the same way. And all you can do is say, me and baby, we went through it, y'all. We went through it. Think about that. You got a little girl that is going to mimic everything you do right now. I remember you talked about Jazz. You talked about Keisha Kalie. You talked about whoever you needed to talk about that living like you are living right now. And y'all, this platform is so hard. Sometimes you have to take a break and say, ooh, girl, I have not cleaned my vents in 10 days, or I haven't cleaned my house in a week. And then you have to go back and you have to do reactions. That can be very hard. But you got to do it. I would never do another clean with me, Diamond. Never, never do another clean with me. Just keep your house clean. Show videos of you going grocery shopping. Show you videos of prepping or making meal preps. Don't do another clean with me. And don't do another damn dating device. Because until your man has a job and you don't have to ask your man to purchase you dinner, don't do another dating device. That's just real talk. That don't even make any sense. Why you even have to call your man to ask him if he can purchase dinner? Oh, you just had to make sure that he had to make sure he got enough money for alcohol. Your priorities is jacked up. Jacked up in so many ways. Jacked up. I don't understand. And then the models on YouTube, and I'm just going to say this, and a lot of people don't like me because I talk about Chrissy. I'm going to say this. Chrissy learned that people was judging her parenting by her house. What did Chrissy do? She stopped showing her house. She shows you one well-needed house. So this room always look neat, and my whole house look neat. And I deeply know that her whole house is chaotic. We all know her house is chaotic. Because anybody that have your own bathroom know that we do not share a bathroom with our children. Hell to the no. Excuse me. Oh, when she did that bath and eat in the bathroom, I knew her house was dirty. Because who does that? I don't even eat. Nothing in my, I don't even, nope. I step out my bathroom to brush my teeth. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, y'all get what I'm saying? I close my toothbrush. There's no air. There's that toothbrush closer. Bam, bam. I get mad if I see my kid's toothbrush out in the space in the bathroom. You let alone feeding my kid in the bathroom. Girl, bye. Yeah, I got somebody. You know her house was dirty. She could not record in her kitchen. But she could cook, but she could not record in her kitchen or any other area because her house was dirty. Think about that. When I seen Diamond feeding her kids on the seat on the chair, I knew her kitchen was dirty. Her house was dirty. Because normally Diamond don't care, but she would record the hell out of her dirty ass home. But I knew that she about to have a clean with me. I just know it. Diamond, it's okay. I need you to do better. Diamond, your mother is not your babysitter. So understand that. You had those kids. Your mama didn't. But y'all, I've been on here for about 30 minutes. Y'all, I applaud everybody that can watch a live. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I have to talk about this one person. Socialite intelligence. Girl, it's crazy as hell. How the hell you do like a 4 hour live? How the hell you do a 4 hour live talking about somebody's baby mama? How the hell you do that? 4 hours? Now an hour talking about somebody's children is not like young children. I mean like a adult child is enough for me. Like, but y'all, I can't. I like when there's some of these reactors I really do like. I have to say, okay, that's enough for me today. Yeah, here's my light. there's some people I engage with, but there's normally I'm like, that's just too much for me today. I can't dig into too much. So I guess I lose life. Like I don't know if anybody realizes, but YouTube can make you lose your life, and then for you know it, you haven't did nothing socially or spiritually for yourself because you stick on like YouTube and TikTok, and yeah, I don't even have my Facebook on my phone, like because I find myself scrolling through the reels and I'm like, oh gosh, it's 7 o'clock. Oh gosh, it's 10 o'clock, and I haven't done anything. So yeah, I'm probably not on YouTube, but I do want to get my watch time up a little bit so I can see if I'm monetized. I can get monetized, but I don't know yet. YouTube can be very it's a hit and miss, and you gotta understand that that's a hit and miss, y'all. But y'all, I'm about to go and pick up my kids because it's their last day of summer school. And they're leaving. Y'all, y'all, maybe in 2 weeks, I'm gonna have a different approach. Right, y'all? Y'all gotta understand the little joy that you get and they gone. Mhm. Yeah, I don't have to. My son is sign language for me, y'all. Yo, when I tell you he's sign language, he's like doing sign language. And when I tell you, when I tell y'all, he's so funny with it. Cause you sometimes you don't under I don't understand what he's asking sometimes because it's like everywhere, right? So I have to break it down. So if he's doing something with his hand, he's basically if it's like his one hand is flat and he's doing something, it's something with he wants something, okay? And he does this, he makes a sound, and then he gets fed up. Like if I don't understand him, he'll use my hands. He'll use my hands to sound. I'm like, that still won't help me, y'all. So he's like so funny to me. So I know my mom's about to have me some stories because he don't have patience with me. Like, and I know he ain't gonna have patience with them. But he tells me he wants milk. He wants to eat with Sal. He needs sounds, and it's like super funny to me because now I'm like, yeah, I should pay attention a little bit more. Let me get those books. So, y'all, now I'm like reading it and like trying to get him to stay focused. Y'all, and there's a big accomplishment that he done recently, and he is responding to his name. Y'all, I was so down. This is real. This is mommy talk right now. I was so scared of the big A, and he did not respond to his name. So now he's responding to his name, and it's more like I know her tone instead of, oh, she's calling my name. Like he knows the difference of the tone. Like if I have a certain tone, he knows it's business. I need to stop what I'm doing and going to her. And I'm like, oh my God, she's growing. But y'all, I'm more scared because even though he's 2 and everybody's telling me, do not sit on him, do not underestimate him, keep going, keep being a mom, don't underestimate him because there's a lot of parents that's out here, they're like somewhat give up on their child because of what the book is saying, and I am against that. I am so against it. I've always been against it. I'm going with the flow. So, and that's like one of the biggest accomplishments is he acknowledged his name, y'all. And I was like, yes, like but stop. Whatever you're doing, stop. But he just acknowledged his name. And y'all, and that is like so amazing to me, y'all. That is. I know they'd be like, girl, still go get your man. You can go get him checked. But that's just like a milestone to me. Like he acknowledged his name because baby, it was like he can still look through you. Like he's one of those kids that can ignore his ignore game is tight. Okay, his ignore game is really tight. Like he can see straight through you. Like you can have a whole conversation with you, and at the end of whatever you're going through, he's gonna look you up and down and look you in the face. Like, what did you say? Yeah, I just don't. He makes me want to just fight him. Like I want to square it with you, but I can't. He's two. But y'all have a lovely day. I will talk to y'all sometime next week. And if y'all are going and if y'all are traveling for the fourth, that I am going to be doing. I don't know why, but my kids are going to be leaving. Um, y'all have a safe travel, okay? I would like to see y'all faces again. So y'all have a safe travel, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.